Now they have the critic. So they have to say the computer will choose this program. So this session will take 20 minutes. Each of the monks have to do the same session 8 times. But what interesting thing is that what we found is the monks who have practiced more than 5 years can predict much, much better. That's very interesting. Monks who have not practiced years, they will predict, might be most of their practical speeds. So from there, now that we have a discussion with the parapsychology scientists, so they have, from their side, they have no idea. So they are asking me now what point, how can you describe from this point, how can they predict much better? Whether the consciousness have any potential to realize the future event or not. I'm not talking from this astrological side, okay? Because astrology, they might predict something, most of their 50% they will go wrong. Because last time, in my accident, I met a few persons from Bangalore Buddhist monastery. We had the meditation session. So at that, there were a few of them asked me whether what the astrology predicts are true or what they did. So I told them one thing: I do not believe in astrology. Because from the astrology point, what will they do? They will just find it out your the date of the birth and everything. They will predict something. But I told them, do you know David Beckham? David Beckham and I was born in the same year, same day, same month. But our lifestyle is totally different. From astrologist's point, they should predict same thing. They will say the David Beckham and the mind will be the same, isn't it? It's a very simple logic. So I'm not talking about these points. I'm talking about whether the mind has any potential to realize the future events or not. Because the parapsychologists point out, they have saw the differences, but they have not any answers. So that's why what we consider that is that now the mind can, the consciousness can realize the future events. That's why consciousness can realize the future event, because the consciousness can travel the future. That is just my personal view. Okay, that's not much related with the Buddhism. But because the Lord Buddha asked, he said the analyze. So I just analyze it. That's my personal theory. Yet I have not proved that theory. Still I need the 2-3 years to prove that theory. Because I'm fully confident with this, my personal theory. Because what the Einstein, what he said of the travel of the light. Same thing that comes to in Buddhism, the minds can travel the future. And that's why once the mind can travel in the future, then it is possibility to mind have a potential to realize the future things. So once the minds can realize the future things, that's why we are saying that the mind can also travel into the past. That might be a little bit complicated theory to you, but later on, maybe that will be more and more clear to you. But the main point is that the mind has a potential to realize the past and the future. That's my point. Because the consciousness, again, the one more thing is that in the Buddhism, what we are talking about the consciousness, it's keep on its continuation. It keeps on its continuation. We cannot destroy the consciousness. We cannot create a new consciousness. It keeps its continuation. So that's why now I will come back to my point. That's why I'm saying that the mind have a potential to realize all the phenomena. So if the mind have a potential to realize all the phenomena, then it is possible. Then what is possible is that mind can abandon. We can abandon the ignorance. But once we can abandon the ignorance, then one thing is very clear. Then we are. Once we abandon the ignorance, we are fully awake. At that time we are fully awake. So here what the Buddha within you, what we means is that you have a potential. You have a Buddha potential. You can become a Buddha one day. You, me, we all. For all of the sentient beings, we can become the Buddha one day. Right now, Buddha might be not within you or within me, but one day you will become a Buddha. One day we all can become the Buddha. That's a one point. The other point is that not only is Buddha within you. One more thing we have to understand, that also our enemy is also within us. Also our enemy is also within you. That's one important thing we have to understand. You might think that what kind of enemy? But if we look at in this our daily life, which is the worst enemy? Who is our worst enemy? Okay, fine. Who is our worst enemy? That's right. All negative emotions. That's our own. Yeah, that's our own negative emotions. So that's why the important thing is that we have to know that also our enemy is also within us. So negative emotions. So now one more thing that we have to understand, how we can control this negative emotion. Can we able to control these negative emotions? So once we have not controlled all our negative emotions, what will happen? What will happen? We will suffer more. That's a very simple law. I used to tell several times that we are here not to suffer. We are born in this world not to suffer. We have every right to enjoy our life. We have every right to become a happy person. If we know the right track, if we know the right way, then only we can become happy. Usually, people that think that they can become happy, they can become the more happy if they get something. That's totally wrong. You can become the happy without obtaining some of the external or some material object. You can generate the happiness without getting any materials objects. Maybe some might heard this story. I have narrated a few times in something, but there's a few newcomers, so I will just tell you the one story. Maybe that will help you clarify the more doubts. One monk died and he born in heaven. He was very happy because once he meet the God, God congratulated him, saying that you are welcome to the heaven. Now you enjoy. You are born in heaven. So monk felt very happy and now I succeeded. Now I'm born in heaven. Now I will enjoy all my life in heaven. So after entering the gate of the heaven, he was very surprised. He saw that his master is put in the prison of the heaven. His all sinners, they also put in the prison of the heaven. They all are chained. So he was very shocked. He was very shocked and he asked them, why did you put all my seniors and our masters in the prison? What the wrong they have done? So God told him that what they are saying that I put them in the prison because they are saying that they want to go back to the earth. They don't want to stay in the heaven. So they don't want to stay in the heaven. So that's why. So that's why now the God has said that they don't want to stay in the heaven. Now God has. So that the monk was very shocked and said, why do they want to go back to the earth? So God told him that.